Good morning to everyone. In previous class, we have discussed about Karl Pearson's product correlation, and then we have also discussed about the properties of Karl Pearson. Under that properties, property number one was change of origin and change of scale. Correlation coefficient is independent from change of origin as well as change of scale. Similar way, we also learned some property called standard error. How to calculate standard error, that is 1 minus r square divided by root n. By applying that, we were calculating the standard error. Then we found the probable error. Again, probable error is 0.6745 multiplied by the standard error. Why is probable error used? Probable error is used in order to measure the efficiency of the correlation. That means whether it is reliability is there, the value of r whatever you have calculated, reliability is there or not. To measure that, we did something called probable error. That is nothing but when can you say it is reliable? That is when the modulus of r is greater than 6 times the probable error. If modulus of r is less than the 6 times the probable error, then it is not reliable. Similar way, in today's session, we will discuss about next property of that is coefficient of determination. How to calculate coefficient of determination? Coefficient of determination is nothing but r square. And let me give an example to understand. If r equals to 0.8, calculate explained variance and unexplained variance. Explained variance means coefficient of determination. Unexplained variance means coefficient of non-determination. Okay, now in this case, the explained variance will be r equals to 0.8 the whole square, that is nothing but 0.64, and the unexplained variance, that is nothing but r1 minus r square, that is equals to 0.36, that will be the unexplained variance. Therefore, under this, in a nutshell to sell, how to calculate coefficient of determination, r square. How to calculate coefficient of non-determination, 1 minus r square. Coefficient of determination is as same as explained variance. That means to that extent, to the amount of so much amount of variance in the given set of observation has been measured. Unexplained means, suppose in this case the r value is 0.8, that means r square is 0.64. that means out of 100%, 64% of variation has been measured. Similar way, 0.36, that is 36% of variation we have not measured. So to find that, we use this identity. So Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation is also used to calculate the coefficient of determination or explained variance. Similar way, coefficient of non-determination or unexplained variance. Now, even though we had Karl Pearson's correlation, we have to learn some another different concept, that is nothing but Spearman's rank correlation. Even though we had Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, why are we going to learn Spearman's rank correlation? Because under Karl Pearson's method, only variables are studied. Variables means those data which can be expressible in terms of number. That means quantitative data can be analyzed. But under Karl Pearson's, qualitative data cannot be analyzed. As under Karl Pearson's, qualitative data cannot be analyzed. Henceforth, we have come across with Spearman's rank correlation. Under Spearman's rank correlation, we use something called, why do we use this? In case if the given data are qualitative data or they are attributes in the nature, then we go for Spearman's. If they are variables or quantitative data, that means if they are expressible in numbers, suppose marks of student secured in statistics and mathematics, that is expressible in terms of number and it is quantitative in the nature. Suppose if I give rank given by the two judges in a beauty contest, that is beauty contest, we cannot say 100% beautiful, 90% beautiful. We have to give rank to that, that's all. It cannot be expressible in terms of number. As it is not expressible in terms of number, it is qualitative in the nature, and we use something called Spearman's rank correlation. In case if it is qualitative data, we go for Spearman's rank correlation. Now, how to calculate Spearman's rank correlation? Spearman's rank correlation is calculated by using one identity, that is nothing but 1 minus 6 summation di square plus m1 cube minus m2 m1 cube minus m1 divided by 12 plus m2 cube minus m2 divided by 12 plus whole divided by n of n square minus 1. Now let me make it simple. Generally, Spearman's rank correlation is nothing but Rxy equals to 1 minus 6 summation di square divided by n cube minus n. This whole factor to be solved and then subtract from 1. Sir, then why so big formula is given here? Suppose in case if the ranks are repetitive in the nature, then we go for this factor. This factor is in case of rank repeating. In case of rank repeating, we go for this factor. Let me give an example so that you will understand Spearman's rank correlation. Two judges in a beauty contest ranks are given below. There was some competition that was related to beauty contest, wherein two judges were there, Judge X as well as Judge Y. Judge X has given some ranks, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Judge Y has given opposite of her. If she has given first rank, she has given fifth rank to the same 4, 3, 2, 1. Now under Spearman's rank correlation, I need to calculate Rxy. So first step is to find difference between the rank. That is, Spearman's rank correlation is Rxy equals to 1 minus 6 summation di square divided by n cube minus n. D is nothing but difference between the ranks. That is what we have to do here now. Difference between the rank. If it is negative number, you will get negative. You write as it is. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. 3 minus 3 is 0. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 1 is 4. Now D we have done. Now when I add all this factor, the total is equals to 0. One important point in theoretically which ICA may ask, that is nothing but the sum of the differences between the ranks. The sum of the differences between the rank, when you add, all that will be equal to 0. That is why in the formula we are not using summation 1 minus 6 summation d square. D we are not using, we are using d square. If I use summation d, sum of the difference between the rank will be 0. If it is 0, the problem completely gone. We cannot calculate. That is why we use something called d square. So square the negative number. Minus 4 square is 16. 2 square is 4. 0 is 0. 2 is 4. 4 is 16. And add all that together, that becomes 40. So your d square becomes 40. Now let me calculate Rxy. Rxy is, here the ranks are not repetitive. Same rank is not given to two people. Rank 1 is for one person. Rank 2 is for one person. Rank 3 is for one person. Rank 4 is for another person. If the ranks are not repetitive, therefore we will not use this one. Simple one we will be using, that is nothing but 1 minus 6 summation d square by n cube minus n, that is 1 of 6 d square. Summation d square is 40 divided by n cube, 5 cube minus 5. If you simplify all, that becomes 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1. Your R value is exactly equal to minus 1. We know that whenever the R value is exactly equal to minus 1, we can say it is perfectly negatively correlated. Yes or no? We have learnt the how to say whether it is perfectly positively correlated, how it is perfectly negatively correlated, all those things. So but in this case, as R value is exactly equal to minus 1, it is perfectly negatively correlated. So this is simple scenario. Suppose in the given case, if the ranks are repetitive in the nature, as I said, when the ranks are not repetitive, the problem is simple. But when the ranks are repetitive, how to solve the problem? I have given another illustration. X and Y, there are some numbers given to you: 80, 56, 50, 48, 50, 62, 60, 90, 75, 75, 65, 65, 50, 65. Now by using rank correlation, Spearman's method, we have to find the correlation. So first step is, they have not given rank, they have just given the numbers. We have to assign rank first. Now let me assign rank Rx. For x factors, I will assign rank. Now if whenever you assign the rank, generally who got more marks will be given first rank, not like ulta. Whoever got less mark, for him more rank will not be given. So whoever has got more marks, he'll be given first rank. So here marks 80 will be allotted first rank, and next highest marks is 62, so second rank, and next 60 third rank, then 56 fourth rank is given to them. But after 56, two numbers have same 50-50. So after fourth rank, two numbers. So what are the ranks which is involved? Fifth rank and sixth rank. Two people are there. So fifth rank and sixth rank will be taken by two persons. I cannot do partiality giving him fifth rank and giving him sixth rank, or I cannot give him sixth rank and fifth rank. So that will be unfair. So whatever the two ranks are there, two persons are there, therefore next two ranks are 5 and 6. So let me add that both, divided by 2, that becomes 5.5. That means I will be giving the rank to both the person 5.5, 5.5. As I said, the rank is repetitive in the nature. When the rank is repetitive, we used to use that identity. So 5.5, 5.5. So two ranks are taken here, fifth rank and sixth rank. The next is, remaining is, next least marks is 48. For that seventh rank will be given. Similarly, I should give rank to Rx, Ry. So the highest marks is 90, I'll be giving 1. But the second highest marks is taken by two persons, 75, 75. Can I give second rank? No, it cannot be given. So after first rank, two persons are there. So the next two ranks are 2 and 3. So the 2 and 3 exact proportion is 2.5. So the 2.5 will be given for both 2.5, 2.5. So that is second rank and third rank is taken care. Now fourth rank is there, next is fourth rank, but 65 is repeated for 3 times. 65 is repeated for 3 times. Therefore, fourth rank, fifth rank, sixth rank, 3 ranks are been allotted. We should take the 3 lines. Therefore, fourth rank, fifth rank, sixth rank, divided by 3. How many people are there? So many you have to divide. So when I divide, I got the average rank as 5. So that 5 will be given for all the 3 persons. 5, 5, 5. So after that 6th rank, the next remaining is 7th rank, that will be taken by the last person, that is the least marks is 50. Now after giving ranks, we have to find difference between the rank. So 1 minus 1 is 0, 4 minus 2.5 is 1.5. Similar way we found the difference. After finding the difference, we know the difference sum will always be 0. So we have to find difference square. So difference square, the total when you do, you got summation d square as 44.50. Now we have to apply Spearman's rank correlation. Before going to Spearman's rank correlation, here repetition of rank is taking place. Yes or no? Yes, the rank is getting repeated. Whenever the ranks are repeating, can you tell which are all the ranks are repeating? You see the question, 5.5 is repeating 2 times. Therefore, we will take M1 as 2. 5.5 is repeating 2 times. Therefore, M1 as 2. Similar way, 2.5 is again repeating for 2 times. 2.5 is repeating. How many times it is repeating? So much will be our M value. So M2 will be again 2.5 is repeating 2 times. M2 will be 2. Similar way, rank 5 is repeating for 3 times. As rank 5 is repeating for 3 times, M3 will be 3. Now let me calculate Rxy. Rxy is 1 minus 6 summation d square plus M1 cube minus M1 by 12. Same thing, in place of 1 I am writing 2. In place of 2 I am writing 3. So M1 cube minus M1 by 12. M2 cube minus M2 by 12. M3 cube minus M3 by 12. So similar way, if I do that, 1 minus 6 d square total is 44.5. I have written 44.5 plus M1. What is your M1 value? 2. 2 cube minus 2 by 12 plus what is your M2? Again 2. 2 cube minus 2 by 12. What is your m? 3. 3 cube minus 3 by 12. If I simplify all this factor, that becomes 3. 4. So let me add this both. 44.5 plus 3 multiplied by 6 divided by 336. You will get some number that subtract with 1. We will get the RXY as 0.1517. That is, in case of ranks are repeating, this is how you need to calculate. Another important point, whenever the ranks are repeating, so in this case the number 50 was repeating twice, therefore the two ranks which was associated was 5 and 6, therefore average of that was 5.5 and I have given 5.5. Similar way in case 2, the next two associated ranks were 2 and 3, average between them was 2.5, so I gave 2.5. After that, third rank has gone, 4, 5, 6, 3 ranks were there, 3 people getting same number, therefore again here the average marks will change, therefore 5. This is how we have given, and then we took m1, m2, m3 and we applied in the identity and we found the RXY. So this is all about Spearman's rank correlation. So the next method comes concurrent deviation method, one of the easiest method. Under concurrent deviation method, it is based on the direction of change of two paired variables. Important wordings are two paired variables. So now concurrent deviation in that method, what will be your correlation? How to calculate? Plus or minus square root of plus or minus 2c minus m by m. By applying this, we will be calculating RXY. Now what is here C means? C means the positive pairs minus total pairs divided by total pairs. Let me give an example, you will understand it clearly. There are some observations x and y. If question is completely silent, we can go for concurrent deviation method, which is very easier method. So there are some observations given to you, 56, 69, 39, 49, 29. Similar way, 79, 69, 59, 49, 36. So first step is direction of x. When you take the direction of x, the first one will be blank, nil. First factor will be nil. That is 56th box will be nil and 79 will also be nil. Now compare from 56 to 69, it has increased or decreased? It is increasing, so plus for the 69. Then from 69 to 39 it has increased or decreased? Decreased, so minus. From 39 to 49 again it is increasing, plus. Again from 49 to 29 it is decreasing, minus. Similar way for y factor, 79 has become 69, decreasing, again decreasing, decreasing, decreasing. So all the things will be minus. Now multiply the product of both. Plus into minus, minus, minus to minus, plus, plus into minus, minus, minus to minus, plus. Now can you tell how many possible positive numbers are there? 2 plus signs are there. So your C is number of positive signs after multiplying both x series and y series. That is nothing but how many are there in this case? 2. And m, can you tell what are the paired values for which I did not give pair? For first factor I did not give pair because I want to compare. 56 I cannot compare with anything else. So for first factor was nil. Remaining rest all we had given the signs. So that rest is how many numbers are there? That is total observation, subtract with 1, that will be 4. M value is 4 and C is 2. Let me calculate RXY. RXY is plus or minus square root of plus or minus root of 2c minus m by m. Now y plus or minus means when you solve this inside factor, if it is negative number, take it outer column as negative only. That is, let me give an example. For RXY, that is nothing but plus or minus square root of plus or minus. When you solved 2c minus m, you got minus 6 divided by 8. You are getting a negative number. Therefore, RXY will be a negative number. When the inside factor is root of negative is imaginary. So what we do, we take off this negative sign outside. So take minus outside and then take root of 6 by 8. So this is how we have to do. So in this case, your C is 2 and m is 4. Therefore 2c minus m by m. 4 minus 4 is 0. Root of 0 is 0. as in this case Rxy is 0, we say it as there is no correlation existing between them. So this is all about correlation. In next class we will be discussing about